The ruins of the St. Andrew Roman Catholic Church, referred to as the Old Church Building, located on Cook Hill Road, St. Andrew, still stand tall. However, in recent days, many passers-by have been openly expressing concerns for public safety. Over the last few weeks, there were reports that the structure continues to slowly cave in. Head of the Catholic Church, Bishop Clyde Harvey, who has been in Grenada for the past 5 years, says the Catholic Church is a historical site, and so it takes a bit of analysis before a conclusion is reached on whether it should be demolished or not.
One, I've already asked for, because this only was drawn to my attention yesterday, so I've already asked for an evaluation of the structure to be done. If that evaluation says the building must be torn down, that is a danger to life and limb, then a historical building like that cannot be just torn down. We have to get permission from the relevant authorities. We have to get police and so on involved in the process. But all I can say at this point in time is we are, as far as I'm concerned, on top of the issue that has now been brought to light again. We will do whatever has to be done in the light of the proper evaluation that we get. And meanwhile, all I can say to people who live in that area, be careful how you function around it.
With two schools in close proximity, the St. Andrew's School for Special Education and the Grenville Pre-Primary School, people are calling on the relevant authority for the demolition of the structure. To this, Bishop Harvey adds,
if it is in fact a threat to the safety of children, then that means a broader discussion has to take place. I have already instructed that some things must be done to make it more obvious to people that it may be a danger to life and limb.
The church was built back on April 4, 1841. In its present deteriorated state, it holds much significance to the town of Grenville, oftentimes acting like a famous landmark. Before being constructed at its present location, the first Catholic church was located in Marquis, St. Andrew. It was the vision of Father Angelo Leone, the first parish priest, who decided to relocate the church to the foundation on which it now sits. The Catholic Church bishop highlighted some of the artifacts that still lie within the ruins that holds historic significance.
I've been in it myself on one or two occasions because people are constantly asking about the plaques that are in it. There are some historical plaques that are there that are really of very great historical value. I was very struck by that. I have been told up to now is that if things like plaques and so on can remain in the original place, that is where they should be kept, right? If for one reason or another they cannot remain in that place, then they should be removed to a place where they will be honored for what they are.
The building was decommissioned as a place of worship back in 1915 due to mosquito infestation. It was then used to house a primary school in 1972 and again abandoned for a second time. According to reports, $3 million was made available by the European Union for restoration projects on the island back in 1995. However, this particular project never got off the ground. GBN sought to find out what happened with the funds from Press Secretary Philomena Robertson. Robertson told GBN there was some administrative work to be done that was not done. However, this was not on the part of government. She said because of this, the funding for the project was lost. The organization that held an interest in this restoration project was the St. Andrews Development Organization, SEDU. President of the organization, Ryan Charles, told our news desk that the present executive cannot speak to the funds that were allocated for the project. He indicated that all they were told is that it was placed in a consolidated fund, and that's as much as he can say. Chrislina John, GBN News.